This video is brought to you by
Cool green clothing coming straight up out of that DMV. You know what it is. This that Baltimore designer right here. Come on now, come and show some love and show some support. Go online right now, coolgreenclothing.com, and make your purchase. Oh yeah, by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way, and that's just basic.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2Times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get right into the story. If you ever lived in a certain environment, then you probably know a few people that's opportunists. They know everybody on the block. It's really not friendships, just an associate. Like that's yo who hang by the store or be down there. They might be known for being cruddy, taking people off or waiting for the right opportunity to catch somebody slipping. Most people don't look at individuals like that as a threat, especially if you had real beef or problems around the way. As in many inner cities, it's just some people that's like that. Don't show no money around them, talk too much, just say what's up bro and keep it moving. They not to be trusted, as anybody could be a target if the situation presents itself. Living around wolves can be hard because it's cool when everybody eating or no one is hungry. But when they need that next meal, you gotta make sure you're not on the menu, especially if they move in packs. But some people trust they would never turn on them, so they let their guard down when they come around. Might give up too much information about what they have going on, or something as simple as pulling out too much bread to buy an item. Now you become prey and you don't even know until it's too late. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we will discuss a case of a man who let his guard down around the wrong people who were plotting. Back in 2020, Deontay Green, a native of the city, was working, trying to support his kids while navigating through Baltimore. Known to laugh, slide through the neighborhood from time to time, he grew up man, just a geek with a few old friends and play video games. He was pretty laid back. On November 24th, 2020, Deontay headed downtown, just a typical day, to look around, maybe grab a few things. At the time, a 22-year-old man named Alante Basin was also down there with another man we will call JB. But JB and Alante had other reasons to be in the area, keeping their eyes open for anybody slipping or a way to get an easy few dollars. About 7:30 p.m., Deontay walked towards Howard Street, then stopped by the downtown mini mart where Alante and JB was at. The men greeted each other, but it wasn't anything serious. The men knew each other in passing. As Alante and Deontay shook hands, everything seemed cool. But the mood quickly changed as the men saw Deontay had some bread on him and items of interest. They intentionally started an altercation with the man, becoming aggressive, before Alante swung a punch, striking Deontay. Caught off guard, the two men then began to bank him, or for out-of-towners, jump him, demanding his money and items. They grabbed Deontay to walk him to the 200 block of Lexington Street, where the attack got worse as no one was around. By that point, Deontay had fallen to the ground. The men then went into his pockets, taking money, debit cards, and other items before they shook hands and headed their separate ways as Deontay laid motionless. Someone walking down the street noticed a man laying down looking injured and called BPD. They arrived to the location and realized Deontay had severe head injuries, along with a few other wounds. He was rushed to a local hospital where he slipped into a coma. With no motive on what happened, police had to wait for Deontay to shake back. Days would go by until, unfortunately, on December 2nd, Deontay passed away from his injuries. The cause was declared blunt force trauma to the head. Now police was investigating a homicide. BPD went to stores in the area and got footage from city cameras, which showed two men walking in the area. Not long after, a scuffle in front of the store Then the next camera showed two men shaking hands before bopping off. Detectives got access to Deontay's cell phone as his peoples had filed a missing persons report unaware of what had happened to the man. They looked on his social media as word got out. People were pointing fingers that Alante was one of the men who attacked him. Police located Alante in the 4100 block of Patterson Avenue and took him in for questioning. At the hand Deontay was gone and the evidence against him, he gave his account of what happened. He told detectives him and JB was out that night just looking for a quick come up. They never had anybody particular in mind or no targets, just downtown waiting for something to shake. When they saw Deontay looking like he was shopping or about to shop, they got close to the man playing it cool, waiting for activity in the area to slow down before initiating an altercation. He tried to fight back but was overpowered. Alante stated JB hit him first, then I followed up, then he fell. They continued to kick and punch while Deontay was down. When detectives asked did he realize the man wasn't moving, Alante stated no, but admitted to going in the man's pockets, taking his money, debit cards, and other items. After the fact, spending $400 on his card. Alante never gave a real name for JB, as that was just a nickname, but he would be charged with first-degree hit, robbery, assault, and taking essential bookings held without bail. In 2021, Alante was offered a plea deal of a life sentence, suspended all but 50 years, and 5 years probation. He wanted to cop out and take the plea, but his attorney advised him not to. More months would go by and other court dates before Alante pleaded guilty to all charges, receiving a sentence of life with all suspended for 40 years. JB was never charged in the situation. Rest in peace to Deontay. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to his family and kids. It's sad when you can't even leave out the house to run a few errands without wondering if I'm gonna make it back. A lot of the time, when we go places or see people, we don't think, let me watch he might be plotting. Because if you do carry it like that, people will say you paranoid and need to chill out. I learned at a young age, watch who you interact with or have around. I'd rather be dolo than to spend my energy watching you all day, wondering what type time you on, or if I buy a pair of shoes around you, if you gonna try to rob me or not. I know some situations can't be avoided, as at one point, I was a little dirty out here with a blick, lurking, just like Alante and JB. Only by the Most High, I was able to get my mind right and shake back, because 40 years for $400 is not a good trade at all. I'm pretty sure they just wanted to beat Deontay and take his money, but that's what happens when you only focus on the come up. You lose sight of reality until it's too late and you sitting in the cell with 40 or 50 years. But hey, that's the Baltimore way. Man, messed up story, man. Rest in peace to Deontay. I send my prayers to his family. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this situation. Definitely be respectful. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. This is another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. I'm out.